Hi, welcome to DIY Donna. I'm Donna, of course. I'm sorry if you have trouble hearing me. Today we are outside again. My earbuds were dead. I will wear them next time, I promise. And I will remember to try to keep my voice up. I'm just trying not to disturb, if I could talk right, my neighbors. But we're going to get started on this crafting. These are normally in the wedding section. Now, they have never been in the art store, so when they came out, they're actually in the Halloween stuff. Why? I don't know. I don't know if they're out of room or what. But I decided that, and this right here was like that, but I want to try to see if I rub kind of hard on it, I can get it off. Now, my water, unfortunately, but I got some right here. Whoops. Because we are going to be doing some painting here in a minute. Alright, so I got it not all the way off, but I need to get some glue going. Now I had some, but I don't know where it is, unfortunately. But I also got these rub-ons from the Dollar Tree in the Halloween section. Now here's some that says boo. It's got, as you can see, trick or treat and things on it. I thought it'd be really cute to put some ghosts and boos and stuff on it. And then we will, unfortunately, I don't know where my flowers are for Halloween. I don't think, actually, I have any, so I do need to get some. So, I don't know if we're going to put candy in it, and you can have it by your doorway, and you have people coming in and out. But you don't have to fill it, you know what I mean? Or you could put some Halloween or even greenery, fall florals in it, and that would look really pretty. And that, it's yours, do what you want. Just like I haven't decided yet what to really do with this one idol. Alright, so I kind of want, so these are scary ghosts. A couple are, but there is some cute ones on here. And we're going to use the trick or treat and happy Halloween. We'll just see how this looks. And let me get my scissors and my scraper. Anything like a card or anything would work. Okay, here we go. Or I got this Dollar Tree one I'm going to be using. Let's get this out of the way here. Alright, so we are going to use this one. And some of these is also got the witch's hat, cauldron. Now, I don't want to use this cauldron because it's scary, and I want cute. So there is only one cute one on this one, but there is a couple of the witching rooms that we can use. And this Happy Halloween we're going to use. I'm not going to use the cats because they're scary as well. Bubby's over there smacking his jaws, but it's going to be by the doorway. And we're going to do something different this year. we're not gonna do scary, creepy. We're gonna do cute, which is what we're doing. Okay, so I'm cutting out the Happy Halloween. I am cutting out the Happy Halloween. Usually I have a big mouth, but I don't know what it is. When I get on the video, I start using my quiet voice, and I don't know why. Okay, so I'm going to finish cutting these out, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to take this scraper, and we're going to make sure, oh, I said I was not going to do that, because the one time I had a hard time getting it off of the paper because I scraped it onto the paper, not thinking of what I was doing. So, okay, I did not. So I'm going to hold it up, and I'm going to get my center point. And I'm going to lay it and start in the middle and work my way outwards. And then we're going to scrape it on. And I apologize if you guys can hear the wind, but it's peaceful. Oops. That just came up on its own, and it's on there, but some of the other words are not. Alright, that held pretty good. Now we will put it Mod Podge on it. After we get it all done, now we're going to turn it over onto the other side. And the word trick or treat, we're going to do the same thing as we just done. We're going to hold it up. We're going to get our center point. And we're going to lay it down. And I'm going to work myself around from the middle on out. And we're going to scrape it on there. Once again, I hit it. That's my own fault for going outwards. But also, this is not too sticky either. So it will pop up as well. Alright, let's see if it's on there. No, some of this K is not. Alright, now let's give it a try. Alright. We got that one on there as well. Now, we have two boob words. And one of them does have some stars, but that's okay. And I'm going to put it like, and yeah, I have not made up my mind 100% sure, so I'm not taking it off the paper yet. But I do think I'm going to put it down here on the corner. That looks really nice there. And then the other one I'm going to place on the other side. Okay, I'm actually changed my mind. I'm going to put it in the middle of the trick or treat and the Happy Halloween word. And then I'm going to scrape it on to my can. And that's actually, it will be like in the seam of it, basically, is what this, we're going to call it. I mean, there is no seam there, of course, but that's what we're going to assume. Oops, one of the stars is not on there. We're going to scrape a little bit harder, and let's come off this angle. Alright, now the boo is still left on here, some of the beads, so I'm going to line it back up. Okay, I don't know what happened to my paper. I went to spit, oh, it fell into the can. Alright, I'm gonna lay it down for a second so I can use my finger once I get it lined up. I'm gonna grab a hold of it. It changed the color, so it did not. Okay, you can't tell it now. I lined it up pretty good. Alright, the next word, boo, I am going to do on the opposite side of the can. About here. And then in between is where we will put the bridge, the witch's broom and hat and the ghost. And we're going to put that right on top of that seam. We're going to put it right next to that seam, because there is a seam on this other side. Just making sure that everything, I don't want it to split on me again. And I'm sticking my hand and holding it with my finger when I go over the word, so it's not going to put an indent in the can. Alright, let's see if that's going to, yes, there's that one. Alright, so now we're going to take this witch's broom and we're going to put it right here on the corner. And I chose the corner because of it being by a doorway. And you are going to want to put some kind of sealer on this. Look how adorable these are. I love this can now. We literally turned a everyday can into a trick-or-treat little bell bucket. Alright, so now we're going to take our first ghost, and I'm going to place him right here, between the Halloween and the boo word right here. is what I'm doing to mine. Let me know in the comment section if you're going to be on the hunt for these cans, or if your store has been having them. Going to go pick up a couple and let me know what you are going to do with yours. Are you going to do the trick or treat rug ones, or just totally something else altogether? But let me know in the comment. Okay, so there is our first ghost. Alright. So as you can see, we're going to put our second ghost right here. And then that is going to leave our last room. Which I already know right where we're going to put that room. Okay, so this one is our last ghost. We are doing witches and ghosts in our home this year. Let me know what you're going to decorate your home in. And I decorate for both. And I leave my fall up until after Thanksgiving. So it does get mixed in. Usually we overdo our Halloween decorations. But the last couple of years we haven't been, and I don't think we're going to do it again this year. I'm going to simply put some Halloween lights outside. I got a couple other things that's going to go out, and I've already started decorating on the inside. Alright, so I am going to put the next room right here at the bottom, like I did on the first one. Alright, this is our last one. And I do have some mats. I'm going to go ahead and seal it all. It's because I don't want, because right now where we are at, it is warm. So I don't want the heat to start cooling this off. And I'm going to do it all over just because of the difference in the markings of it. Once you put Mod Podge on it, it gets like a cloud over it, I should say. So I want it all to have the same shine to it. And this is also a matte. Soaking my Halloween in my, just all over it. Okay, so this is coming up in the final review, and the next project. Okay, now, I done spray painted this black. I did see this from another YouTuber. It's Jennifer from, I will link her channel down below. Happiness is Homemade. Sorry, Jennifer. But I'm going to put my own little spin on it. It's going to be, I went to get witch's boots and they were sold out. So I went ahead and grabbed what she used. But like I said, I'm going to put my own little spin on it. And I'm not offending nobody, I hope. And by recreating this. But like I said, I'm going to add my own little spin on this too. Alright, so I'm going to put that on the side here. Now I'm going to stick my hands. And you do want to make sure that it is free from any dust. And I am going to put my budge on this once it dries completely, and I will do that off camera. You may want to do yours as well because this is plastic, meaning that paint doesn't stick. What, Bubby? Like you said something. So, and as you guys know, we are doing the Hocus Pocus theme. So this fitted right on end to our decor. And I thought it was so cute. Okay, I'm going to do this all the way around. Now, I am not going to do the bottom because I don't want it to interfere in with my glue. But I will be back on. Okay, so I looked for witches' hats. Dollar Tree was sold out. You guys know I only have one Dollar Tree. So supplies go really quick. So they didn't have any. So I had to go to Walmart and I looked for their picks and they did not have nothing as far as crafting picks or anything like that with witches' hat. So I did find one in the costumes, and it was a headband. I slid the headband out. It's just connected by these. Now I am cutting away the mash from it, and I pulled the cute little bow, which I'm saving the bow to put back on it. And I finished the mash. Don't, because we got to take it in and put it and cut it. It goes on the witches. Put it back in the bag. Sorry, I was talking to Maya. Now I am going to go ahead and the bow, I am going to put some hot glue back on it and place it right back where this cute little bow was at to begin with. The mash, I believe, was just too much for this. I'm not trying to make a, which would be cute, a bride witch, but that's not what I'm trying to make right now. Okay, so we got the bow back on to the hat. Now it should be dry because it is warm in here, so it should be dry enough to put our second coat on. And this reminds me of, I think I'm going to make one like this for the Grinch and have it in our kitchen, because in our living room it's blue and silver. So now I'm getting a little bit closer, which we don't have to cover up too well because we are going to be covering it with the witch's hat. Alright, so let me go ahead and put the second coat on this, and then we will continue on. Okay, so I got these faces that I got off of Temu, and I'm not going to use the mouth or the nose, but I am going to use the eyebrows. On this one, I am only going to use the roundness, and I'm not even going to add that into it. Alright, so I'm going to hold it in place, I hope. And usually I tape these down, but I am going to pat it out, and I am using the apple barrel in the color, I think it's black. Yeah, for the eyes. Well, I might go ahead and just use a brush for this, because like I'm going to dot it with the white, for white dots in it. And this is going to have 2 coats, most definitely. And I'm still taking my paintbrush, and I'm using, I don't know what these brushes are called, you guys, and I apologize. Now this is supposed to be a cute, fun witch, and not a scary witch. We don't do scary, but we're trying to do cute. We're not going to do the and pushed it, I hope, back into the right place. If not, then we're going to have a witch's eye cricket, and it slid again. Alright, I think we got it there. And I'm also going to draw out her nose and her mouth. Alright, we're going to let this side dry. And then I'm going to darken it up, and then we're going to add the nose. That's what our eyes is looking at like so far. I apologize for the squad. We're going to have to wash those when we're done. Alright, so now I just put dot. We're going to let that dry, and then I will go back in and fix it. what my word I'm trying to think of here. Alright, so now I'm going to take some of my chalk paint here in the color Snow White, and I'm just going to dab it. Ooh, on the inside. I do it every single time. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologize, I'll get that off. Alright, so I'm gonna take my little brush here and I'm gonna just tap it. Alright. And now we are going to take some more of this green paint, and this is what I'm going to paint her nose with. And I'm just going to do it like a carrot, basically. And I'm going to paint it. I'm not an artist, but we're going to repeat that step over here in this corner here. I don't know. We're going to put a circle for the mouth. And it's going to be the green. Alright, I'm leaving that one like that. I did mess up this one, but it's alright. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to take the E6000, and come to think of it, I should not have painted the top of that. Hopefully it doesn't okay. You're going to have to take your glue and put it on the very edge here. I don't know what I was thinking, that lip in the bottom there, that dip. So yeah, you're going to have to put it on the edge. So I'm just scooting mine up. And I'm not going to use no hot glue because I'm just going to put the witch's hat on still. Guys. Alright, where is my witch's hat? Here we go. We got the witch's hat. Okay, I'm going to take the candy. That way, it'll start putting weight down on this witch. For it, because I did not use no hot glue. I'm going to put the witch's head on. Will you hand me the Halloween ribbon right there, Buck? Alright, so my, and I'm going to stick mine right in the middle, and I'm going to use hot glue all over it. And I'm just going to set it there and hold it for a couple minutes. Okay, he can't find my other ribbon or Bose ribbon. I'll hold that for a few. The final review is coming up. Well, okay.
After this time.
Okay, you guys, I'm sorry we keep cutting it in and out, but in the bathtub section is a bathtub. I'm gonna do a skeleton in a bathtub with bubbles. Oh, I forgot my hot glue.
You sure did.
And I just straight dumped them out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to use the candy bag. And it's coming all over my gun. Okay, so I'm going to put some hot glue. And I'm just going to put some in. And we got to be careful, even though my glue gun is on, oh, it
was
should have been on low, but it was on high. It's okay, because we're still going to work with it. Alright, we're going to add some more. Can I have the skeleton, please? Okay, so I got bees flying everywhere, guys. What was I getting ready to say? I checked everywhere for a smaller skeleton. Now, I should have went to Hobby Lobby. I didn't think about that until now. But, it's okay.
Wait.
Because I did measure it. And, while I was at Dollar Tree, I measured it in the bathtub because they had some. And I did cut off the hanger part, and I'm just taking my finger sander to it so it's not poking. Okay, so yes, he is a little large. His hips,
Don't lie.
We can make it work. But this is what I thought we could do. Because, you know, he's going to be in a bubble bath anyway. So the first thing we are going to want to do is we're going to stop his head from moving. We're going to hold that in place for a second. And then we're going to place hot glue all over the back of the bathtub. And in the bottom. Alright? We're going to slide him down in there a little bit. There we go. We're going to hold him in place for a minute. Now his arms are a little long, but we can make those work. But the legs, okay, we're going to take the middle part off. And then this little guy, we're going to fold his legs. And we are going to hot glue them to the bathtub. Now if you wanted a more permanent hold, you could use E6000. Okay? That will really hold it. So, I'm just going to fold this over. Place it into the hot glue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's my burn for the video. I will worry about the hot glue. But I need some right here so I can fold it. And while we are doing this, I want to take this time and give us a big thumbs up if you like what you, and you will have to take Mod Podge to your bathtub, and you will have to, what do you call it, go over, do some touch up before you Mod Podge it. Alright, where's my clamps? I just need my clamps. Ooh.
That was loud.
Okay, I'm gonna try to use these. To hold this down because it's gonna keep popping up, and we're gonna have to use E6000. The hot glue is melting the bathtub. For two, we need a more permanent hold on this thing. So I'm gonna take my clamps and I'm gonna clamp this down, and I'm gonna work with it like this for now. Okay, so we're gonna take our hot glue because we know it's holding inside the bathtub. So I'm gonna place the bone down into the hot glue, hold it, and I am gonna squeeze. Can you pull this
I sure
apart?
can.
Not all the way, just, that's good right there. Alright, so I'm going to take my other clamp and we're going to squeeze this down while I'm burning myself more with this hot glue. Ooh. I know it looks really funny right now, guys. Okay, so now we're going to put his little hands, well, his big hands, because he is a
Big boy, yeah.
big skeleton for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna add, you can't put a shorting upwards because of the, you're pulling him up. Alright, so I'm gonna just load it down with hot glue all over this thing, and I will worry about all the webs later. Right now, I just want to get
bubbles.
him full of bubbles. And now we got a skeleton that is in bubbles for a Halloween decor.
Bubble bath. Oh.
For what?
I said Halloween bubble bath.
There we go, Halloween bubble bath. That is it for our DIYs today because we did run out of time. We did have a fourth one. So next week, if not beforehand, we will do that project. It is going to be good. You got to come back so you can see that episode. So please give